Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon. I'm here with Sydney Ann Lopez. You can follow her
at Sydney Ann Lopez Hair on Instagram.
well, she's the coolest girl. We're here at Artist Session, and you just did a very special look, which is becoming your signature look, by the way, very colorful and big and voluminous and textured. So tell us what you did to model Helen. We're going to bring Helen over here and tell us all about it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Helen. First of all, fun fact about Helen, she's named after her grandmother, who she looks exactly like. So I think that's so fun. I actually came up with Helen's look looking at old Vogue magazines, and I found one from the 80s that I just fell in love with, and it was all about color blocking. And so I reached out to Rod Nova, who is a stylist. He did an amazing job embracing my crazy color blocking ideas, and he pulled all sorts of really cool things for us for today. I also she has this like awesome natural red hair under here. I don't know if you guys can see the little tendrils coming out, but she walked into casting yesterday, and I was like freaking out that she walked in because she has this really cool cut and awesome natural red, and it's actually naturally this texture too. It's like super curly. And so I ran with that last night. I went home and I actually had hair talk extensions. I kept one uncolored to show you guys. But they have this awesome hairband here that is super thick. This one was already colored. I wasn't sure what I was getting into. So I took a blonde Hair Talk hairband and I colored it with Goldwell pure pigments and a bunch of different formulas, which I will eventually post on my Instagram. I'll break it down for everybody who wants to know. But I colored them in my hotel room, which was like a 300 square foot hotel room. And I'm like rinsing them in the sink, and there's probably one full hairband in there and then probably 3 sets of tape and extensions on top of that. So all the bright colors you see are the pure pigments. The rest is the Goldwell Colorance color that's in there, and then a lot of the pretty red you see is actually her natural color. So we started building on that, and then I just wanted it to feel very like 80s meets Joan Jett a little bit. And so we built on that, and then David Madrich, he was super inspired by the color palette we had going on, and so he jumped in and came up with her makeup look, which if you have someone that talented, you just let them do their thing.
Well, I love that you did this color blocking, and everything was symmetrical, and then you went in there, you did asymmetrical makeup, and then what we're going to point out, her hair was very big and solid, and you said, you know what, I need to break it up, and I need to make it a little more asymmetrical. So how did you get this?
So I actually have on this side over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a hair donut hiding in there somewhere. And I just started building on that and pulling it out and making it a lot more textured. As I cut my my extensions, I actually cut the ends off of the hair, and then I reapplied the hair back in here with, it's like super loose. I could probably just like pull it. Do you see how it's coming out? So I've just got random little tendrils of color up there, and I just kept pinning it and making it messier and bigger. I'm from Texas, so the bigger the hair, the better.
Well, this was great. All right, one question. This is your third artist session. What was your best takeaway from this one?
I think the big difference for me from this one, from the first one, is that I came in with a plan, and I came in asking all the people who do this all the time to help me. The first time I came in like a little intimidated to ask for help. This time I'm like, all right, what do we think about this? What do we think about this? What do we need to change? How's this looking? And I felt a lot more confident in me asking questions and them feeling fine answering them.
Oh, that's so great. That's a really great takeaway. And thank you, Helen, for joining us. How do we follow you?
_ Helen Harley.
Helen Harley. And again, how do we follow you? Everybody's following you, but how do we follow you?
It's at Sydney Ann Lopez Hair on Instagram.
All right, great. Thank you. And again, this is from Artist Session, Modern Salon's Artist Session, and it's a great program. Hope you can join us sometime. Thanks for coming, you guys. Thanks.